Hi, Ginger. Hi, puppy. I've made some changes in my Filofax, so I thought I would do a video. This is Ginger sleeping in the little cubby area. She likes that. Hi, puppy. Now, Ventura is not quite sleeping, but he's really close. So I thought I would take the opportunity and go through the A5 Emerald Finsbury that I either call the Jelly Green Filofax or the Jelly Green Giant. I've made some changes, and I will say that on the Finsbury, the leather being stiffer, you really can't put as much in the pockets as you can in the Malden. I know some people don't like the floppiness of the Malden, but there is an advantage. This has a zippered pocket, a long or a large slot here, and a slot in the back, but because the pockets aren't gusseted, they're not nearly as functional as they could be, especially on a stiff leather like the Finsbury has. There's my address book. There's my moleskin stickers. And this is something I got from the Marriott. Look at that accomplishment list. Much more gratifying than a to-do list, don't you think? I thought that was cute, and I took it with me. They're not sticky notes, they're just notes, but I like the sentiment. So bravo, Marriott. As I posted yesterday, I have a new set of rules for myself for keeping neat. Give all things a place they belong. Finish tasks to done. It's my biggest problem. Deal with loose ends as soon as I recognize them. Do one thing at a time. Laundry isn't done until it's put away. That's also a huge issue for me. Keep like things together and hang up clothes before going to bed. And I just made this sheet out of another photograph I had taken and sort of changed it into a black and white image, and I kind of think it's cute. You can see the rings there. This is not really changed. It's my little plastic envelope where I keep some stickers and things like stamps, postal things. And it's good because you can use it as a dashboard too. The repositionable stuff sticks to it. And here's one crunchy bag because I like that sound. And the usual Filofax things, the map, and the registration pages. Still loving these. They're the tabs that I got from Barnes & Noble, and I love them because you can see right through them. So they're great for highlighting text, and they're great for highlighting to-dos, especially if you do a lot of colors and highlighting like I do. It sort of makes certain things stick out. This is the cover I made for the beginning of my cooking section. It's the cover of I think it was like one of those throwaway vintage cookbooks, and it was really appealing to me. And speaking of coffee makers, my coffee maker broke this morning, and the company's going to send me a new one, but it's going to take like 2 weeks, which, what am I going to do without coffee for 2 weeks? I've actually been thinking of getting a Chemex coffee maker. I've always wanted to try one of them. They're available vintage and they're available new, but I'm not really sure what to do because I am getting another one. I'm a little, I don't know, it just broke, so I haven't come into a coffee crisis yet. So this is the cooking and recipe section. Some of them are just recipes and some are more like this one, which is a cooking method for cooking pork chops. And it doesn't really matter how you flavor them. They can all be flavored with salt and pepper, or they can be marinated, or some combination of the two, but the method is really great. So I did that one, and what I'm using, what I do is take these sheets out and bring them to the kitchen when I have to cook. So I don't want to get the binder, covered with stuff. And these are just, all these are actually is the plastic that comes around inserts, Filofax inserts when you buy them, and they're really perfect. I don't think they would last indefinitely when you're taking something in and out, but this is something I wrote once, put it in, and all I had to do was punch the holes in it, and it's really good. And I have 2 of them so far. This is vodka sauce, and this one is, it's a method for cooking bone-in chicken thighs with the skin, which was really good too. Also, it doesn't really, it's not really a recipe, and that it doesn't call for a special seasoning, but it's a great way to just cook them. These are the price book inserts, and I made these, but you don't really have to use a specified, you could do it with like a 10-cent notebook. It really doesn't matter. All you need is either a category like beverages or a specific item, which is pasta sauce, and this Victoria brand is the one that I really like a lot. So you put in the regular price, the price per unit, in this case is ounces, and what week of the year it is, and if there's any restrictions like you can only buy 4, you can only buy it if you spend so much money. And over time, most grocery store items seem to have some sort of predictable rotation. So I can buy enough soda to last me until that time, or enough pasta sauce to last me until that time. And I'm putting things on this side that are sort of random, like maybe good sales I found for things that I don't buy that often, or something I have but don't have a category yet for. But I did leave the other side blank. And then I made a list of all the zero carb deli things that I like, because I have been doing low carb since April. And a cute fly leaf. I made this, well, Yozo Craft, I've talked about them before, has a lot of different products, and this was like a, kind of like a, why can't I think of it, like a folder, and I just cut it apart. So I have a couple of these, but I liked it a lot. And another crunchy bag, because you can never get too much of that sound. This is a, well, I guess it's a fly leaf, but it's actually a, I got it at Staples. I think it was Staples brand, and you can stick 4x6 photos in here, but it works just as well as a fly leaf, pretty much. These were some of the 30 days of Filofax. This is number 11, 12, and 13. I was originally doing them on separate sheets, but I wasn't really using the space very well, so I was going to have to take them out very soon. This way I think I can get a lot of stuff on one sheet of paper, both sides. I'm thinking at least a week, and that would really help a lot. Then I can keep more of them with me. Here is the yearly calendar, and these are some of the little tabs I made that I can put on my Dodo week on 2 pages, so I can find next appointments really easily. Somebody asked where I got these, and I think that I had gotten the actual topic stickers free with a company that was asking for a donation, but I think FlyLady at flylady.net has a lot of stickers. Well, she has a set of stickers that not only have to do with cleaning, but also have topics like this, and they're not very expensive. They do ship internationally, although I don't know what the international shipping would be. They take PayPal, or did the last time that I shopped from them, and they could easily be used for these kind of things. I'm not 100% sure about the size, but you can certainly get a tab that fits those stickers. Here is my year on 2 pages Dodo insert. It's a little small. I actually wish it was bigger, but I do like the colors and I am making it work. So here's the beginning of my to-dos and some of the planner pages that I'm working on myself. This was a split, so I could do anything pending for today, any general to-dos, to done. I don't know what advantage that is, but it's in there. And for tomorrow, because I normally write appointments in as soon as I think about them and just keep forwarding them. Rewriting everything really just helps me a lot. And here's the Dodo. Here's another one I was working on. I think it was a little less successful. I do like how I put the days at the top and a week and a check off for the day of the week. And I do like these little stars down here, but for some reason this isn't overall awfully appealing to me. Here's one that I did like, the phone one. I really like that image. I actually think that would make good stationery. I'm considering doing that. And another one with, an Eames-ish chair. I like those vintage things. And another one. One of the problems with some of these, this one in particular, is you really can't print some of these well on a draft, which means you're using a lot of ink, especially when I'm just trying to make things work. Somebody commented, and they were kind of right, that I tend to do a more regular list when I'm using these sheets than I did, and, well, I'll show you. When I used the regular just plain graph paper, the longer I used these, the more, let me find one, the more my pages, or the less my pages got creatively embellished. And I think that was probably true, and I noticed the same thing myself. I mean, this is just really a plain list and a couple of colors. So I went back to the graph sheets to see what would happen. Let me find it. And that's what happened. They absolutely went back to the way I was doing them, which was in a much more creative way with, you know, some coloring, some stickers, some sticker overflow. These are those repositionable see-through tabs, so I can highlight anything I need to highlight that gets lost in the neon glow of the sheets. But I definitely do. Oh, this was, I'm trying to use up paper. This was a plain non-lined sheet. I don't really like them, but I wanted to use them up. And so here we go. So this is the regular, you know, graph. And I find that it's just easier for me to, I don't know, just have more fun with the sheets. It doesn't really make any sense to me. A lot of my sheets, let me see. A lot of my sheets have like a significant amount of shadow or even things coming through the back. And I know that drives a lot of people nuts, but I don't mind that. For some reason, it looks to me like, I don't know. I don't know. I like it. I don't mind the show through. I don't mind that they look kind of messy. I kind of find that ridiculously appealing. So, I mean, I can't have something like a Sharpie that totally comes through, but I don't mind the shadow. Here's some upcoming sale coupons, and here's all kinds of things. In this pocket, I think I took this out of a different planner, and it had 2 large pockets, which is really good. The credit card slots always seem to be the wrong size for me. They're never the size for wallet size photos, and they're not even the size for some credit cards, and I find that really puzzling. So these, which are more the size of, I guess, I think they're smaller than CDs, but they're big squares, and you could certainly hold a lot of stuff in here. And these are the pockets. I have like a lot of stuff in here. This was from France, a really nice keychain I got. Some more Paris stuff. This is from a silk scarf. Moleskin Traveler's Notebook. This is pretty stuffed. A receipt from Paris. This was also from Paris, something from Paris. And here's some things that it's not full. And the back. And as I said, this is a little bit of a tighter squeeze than the Malden. I like this leather a lot better. I think I've said it before. It's like a stiff, the material you would find in a stiffer purse. Whereas the Malden, I'm not, you know, there are disadvantages, excuse me. There are disadvantages to the Malden, but in some of those disadvantages, there are advantages, like the fact that it's a much more forgiving binder to stuff. So, these are some, I made this a divider, but I took it out. It's a photograph I took in Cape May, New Jersey, and I had it made into a postcard, but I haven't used it yet. And here's some more things I made into postcards from an art museum in France. And another one, which is the Eiffel Tower. This is one of my favorite pictures I took. It's off of, I think, the New Jersey Turnpike on the way to Cape May, but not quite there yet. No, I really liked it. And this is another envelope. This is not a you know, the ones that stick. This is more envelope shaped. Really nice, really functional. I could punch it, but it works fine in the slot. And I keep envelopes in here. And I'm thinking of keeping stamped envelopes in here because that would be much more useful. Then I would have one and be ready. And these bags, which are from Yozo Craft, and love the crunch. Thought I could use these for envelopes, but I'm afraid this won't make it through the mail. So I'm using other things for it. So that is what's going on in my Filofax this week. And oh, Ginger has not moved. I don't even know if you can see her there. There she is. She's snoring. Oh, she stopped. And Ventura. Looks like he finally went to sleep. There he is. Yeah, he's totally asleep now. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I also wanted to say I'm so happy when somebody publishes their own videos. I love to watch them and watch everybody's video over and over and over. I find it really, really enjoyable. So hope you enjoyed this video and maybe got some ideas from it. And thank you so much for watching.